Assalamu alaikum, dear students, and a very lovely morning. Your teacher Nadia is here for English lesson. Class, yesterday we learned about a blind man and we read the poem A Blind Man. Actually, we have read this poem for a comparison because we are going to compare poetry and fiction. Now, what's the difference between poetry and fiction? Poetry is actually a lyrical song. It is written in lyrics, whereas fiction is a story in which there are events which are arranged in order. In fiction, there are always rising action, then there is a climax, and at the end, falling action. Whereas in poetry, we find the lyrics, rhymes, and it sings like a song. So yesterday class, I explained you about the feelings of a blind man in the season autumn. Autumn is a season which comes in October. Today, I'm going to just summarize the previous lecture, and then definitely at the end we will do the question answers. Yesterday, I told you about the feelings of the blind man, and he was moving in a forest with his stick. And why he was using the stick? Usually, the blind man use the stick. Why they use the stick? To find out their ways. Similarly, this blind man is also using a stick in order to find out his way in the forest. So, class, I told you that there are four stanza in this poem, and each stanza is written in four lines. So, in the first stanza, the poem tells us that the blind man is just passing through a forest and he is using his stick to find out his way. Then October's falling sunlight stains in deeper red the leaves below. Now here the leaves are red. What it shows, what is the symbol of this color of leaves? Usually the leaves are of green color. But here you can find that there are three types of leaves, that is brown, yellow and red color, or sometimes a mixture of orange or red. So it symbolizes the autumn season, and as the leaves are falling in the autumn season, and why we are showing here the leaves, because the we want to show the feelings of the blind man, and when he is passing through the forest, he is just fine, he is just moving on the falling leaves, and the crushing of the leaves is telling him that the autumn season has started, because the leaves fall in the autumn season. Then in the second stanza, he does not see the squirrel leaf from branch to branch above his head, the leaf that joins the wrinkled heap the squirrel's springing feet have shed. Now here leap means jump. Springing again means jump. Feet have shed. Squirrel's springing feet have shed. But it means that the because of the jumping of the squirrel, the leaves have fallen down. Shed means have fallen down. And the blind man is just passing from the forest, but he is unable to watch the squirrel, because of which the leaves are falling, and because the squirrel is just jumping from one branch to the other branch, from one tree to the other tree, and because of the jumping of the squirrels, the leaves are falling. Then in the third stanza, now, how the leaves are falling? There is another question, that how the leaves are falling, definitely because of the season, and as the roots, or you can say the branches of the leaves have become weak, and when the squirrels jump, they just fall down from the tree. Then in the third stanza, yet in his shuttered, hueless room. Hueless means colorless. Yesterday I have told you the meaning of hueless means colorless, and shuttered means closed. When he is sitting inside his room, he is closed inside his room. The room is totally colorless for him. Why it's colorless for him? Because he's unable to see the colors around him. He is unable to see only the color which he can see, that is black. Everything for him is black. So his room is like a closed box for him, where there is only darkness, where there is only black color. So his room is shuttered and hueless, whose single season has no day. Means ke whatever the single season is over there, whether it's autumn, whether it's summer, whether it's winter, or whether it's spring, there are no days. Means he can't see the daylight. So there is only night for him. The images of autumn come. So he remember in the first stanza, the poet has told us that the person, the blind man, is just passing through the forest. And in the third and fourth stanza, the poet is telling us about the images of the autumn, which he has just gone through in when he was in the forest. Now that first two stanza has just become the past of his life, and in the third stanza he's thinking about those two stanzas. That and he here he is thinking about the images. Suddenly the images come into his mind with scent of nature's moist decay. Means here moist means damp, wet. Now in the autumn season, although there are leaves which have fallen down, but it's the start of the winter season, and that's why there is coldness and some kind of wetness over there. So he's just imagining the scent, the perfume, the fragrance, the smell of that nature when he was moving in the forest. Then in the last stanza, and he with quickened thought means quick, the thoughts which quickly come into his mind divines, he imagines. The quickly thoughts were coming into his mind, and he was just thinking about all those past days. And when the sun was shining over the trees, the sun fired lies miles around. When lies means here path with stones, with hills, and where the he was thinking about those paths where the sunlight was falling from the sky. The beaches in their burning lines. Beaches, I told you that beaches mean trees. In their burning lines means the sunlights. The drift of embers to the ground. The drift of embers. Embers again here means the rays which are hot, like the coal. When we fire the wood, at the end coal remains, and it's hot. So the hotness of the rays come down by the wind. Drift here means carried by the wind. So all the hotness of the sun is carried by the wind to the ground. Now class, I'm going to discuss the questions with you. Then you will have to answer me in the written form in your notebooks. The first question I'm going to discuss with you: how does the blind man find his way? Now, it is written in the answer is in the first stanza. Now, you can see in the second line, feels with his stick the way to go. Now, the question is, how does the blind man find his way? The blind man is finding his way by using his stick. Okay, if you want to add more detail, you can write down the answer in two lines. They are very short answers. what is happening in the forest that he cannot see. Now, there are so many things which are going on, like in the first stanza, the sunlight is falling on the deeper red leaves. Then in the second stanza, there is the leap of squirrel, the jumping of squirrel, which is jumping from branch to branch over his head that he's unable to see. Then in the last stanza, there are the burning lines, the rays of the sun are falling on the beaches, on the tree. He's unable to see all these things. So here in this question, what is happening in the forest that he cannot see? There are so many things which are happening. You will have to quote all those. That a squirrel is jumping, he is unable to see the jumping of the squirrel. Then the sunlight is falling, and there are definitely the colors, different colors of the leaves. He is unable to see all these things. Then question number 3, hue means color. Why is the blind man's room hueless, and what hue did he not see in the forest? Now, question number 3 has two parts. First, you will have to give me the answer of the first part, and then you will have to give me the answer of second part. Hue means color. Why is the blind man's room colorless? Now, I have told you, I have explained you that the room of the blind man is hueless for him because he is blind and he is unable to see the colors of his room. He is unable to see all the colors which are spreading around him because he was having only one color, that is black color. And the second part is, what hue did he not see in the forest? There are many colors, like he can't see the colors of the leaves which are of different colors, and he is unable to see red, brown, yellow, and orange color of the leaves. Then in the fourth question, why is there only a single season in the blind man's room? Means there is only one single. Here you can say that he is not having day. You can say that his life is not divided into day and night. So he is having only single season. You can say that you can't divide his life into day and night. So he is only having night. Then question number 5, although the blind man cannot see the signs of autumn in uh, he will experience them. How does he do that? Now, uh, although he is unable to see the signs of the autumn, but he is experiencing all these things. Now, in the first stanza, you can say that, like, no, in the third stanza, the images of autumn come with scent of nature's moist decay. Now, in his imagination, he is imagining all the feelings which he experienced when he was moving through the forest, that he understand that it's autumn season because there is moistness in the air. And secondly, he can feel the crushing of the leaves under his feet, and he understands that the leaves only fall in the autumn season. So when he was moving over the crushing leaves, he understand that the autumn season is going on. Then question number 6, beaches are forest trees which turn cold in the autumn. Which two phrases in the last phrase suggest the color of the gold? Describe the picture which the phrases paint in your imagination. Now, what is the last phrase? The beaches in their burning lines, the drift of embers to the ground. Now, beaches of their burning light, the gold color of the sunlight. The gold color of the sunlight, burning lights, as it's burning, so it's of gold color. It's describing the gold color which is falling on the ground, which is falling on the trees. And you will have to describe which the phrase paint in your imagination. Now, you can after imagining that if a sunlight is falling on the trees and everything, it is falling on all the things on the ground what kind of imagination comes into your mind, you will have to describe this picture into two lines. Okay class, now that's the end of my lesson. You will have to write down the answer of all these questions into your notebook in clear handwriting. Write down, you will have to write down day and date, and you will have to draw the margin line. And class, please upload your classwork in your Google Classroom. Thank you so much. Bye bye.